Nice to
Thank
meet you also. Indeed.
We say hello to everyone. Hello, CJ. How are you? How's everybody doing? Everybody's doing great.
Yes, doing
How
good.
y'all doing?
Ready for to go Imperial?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, make Imperial, make Imperial.
Great Imperial, yes.
Imperial.
Yes, Miss Shirley.
Make Imperial.
Yes, ma'am. Make Imperial. Okay, Pastor Edward, you have the mic.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I might have the mic, but we need everybody need a him right now in
Oh,
their
yes, I
hands.
got mine. I
They
got
need a
mine right here.
him in their hands because we're gonna get
Yes.
ready to have the countdown. You know,
Mm-hmm.
have it ready. So, Royal
Yes.
Master Florence Lindahl, do you mind doing the
Okay.
countdown?
Yes. Let's go. One, two, three, and go. Himo
Go.
time.
Him time. Mm-hmm.
Him time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Ted, what is
Mm-hmm.
your him?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just joining the organization, so I haven't had a chance to receive
Ah,
my
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
Thank you
Okay,
so much.
great. Next time.
Definitely welcome.
Very good stuff. Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is what we do on Monday night. We have a toast to kind of
Mm-hmm.
start things off. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Excellent. I like
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm.
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 Okay.
Okay. Florence, can you make me co-host so that I can share?
Yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Mm. Got it.
Yeah.
Definitely got it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Hmm. So what we get a lot of great testimony, a lot of great testimony on the products, and most of them are has to do with health, um, and because these products, as well as health products, we educate so that people can know, let's say, how to use the product and how to get the best out of the products. So we have professionals on these Zooms. We got different Zooms for business, Zooms for health. It's all about supporting the community, all about supporting the Atomian, the Adamy family. Indeed, and it's a wonderful thing. And it's a wonderful thing is because there's no financial risk. No financial risk. This company is built off of loyalty. You know, from Korean culture is expressed in this business. And in our CEO, who is a believer, who is a man of God, you know, God gave him a vision for Adam. Now, he had past experience that, past experience in which he had fell in, but it's like God took the ashes and all of a sudden those ashes became something beautiful. And that's why we have Adam right today. So his past failures, you know, experience, let's say again going forward, he knew what not to do. And he did something different called Atomy. So on here, there's no auto ship, which is an awesome thing, you know, and there's no, let's say, quotas in which you're forced to do. You set your own goals, whether you want to call them goals, whether you want to call them quotas or whatever. Do what you do. You know, there are those that that runs, kind of run at a medium speed, and there are those that run fast. You know, when you know where you want to be at within the next 5 years, you know where you want to be. This mall has, let's say, the um, the tools are here, the products are here, the quality are here, the excellent products are here. So, but always remember, the different categories, and we need to share. Not only do we have, let's say, health products, in which we love, we have a lot of testimonies on, but we cannot forget about the beauty, or the personal care, or the living, or the food. See, this is a mall. When you go to a mall, sure enough, you're gonna get hell. Someone needs to get that mic at this time. Because I'm getting some feedback. Getting feedback. Okay, thank you. So, but get to know the products. See, see whether or not it's my mic or not. Just give me that feedback. Let me see here. Okay, I just need to make some adjustment. That'll work. That will work. Okay. All right. Took care of that. I see Dr. Driver. She's here this evening. But yeah, we want to know. We want to promote the mall. We want to kind of not be in a box as far as the health products themselves. I remember when I first started, and I started with the Hemohim, and which is a wonderful start. I started with the Hemohim, which is here, and then I had the toothpaste and toothbrush, which is over in the living. Let me see. I mean, in the personal, right over here in the personal. The toothbrush and toothpaste started with those two right there. Within 10 days, I noticed a difference as for my gum. They had stopped bleeding, and I was a happy camper. I didn't have to go in the bathroom and always looking at, well, there's a little red there, a little red there. There was no more red there. So that was pretty good. That said a lot about this toothpaste right here. Now, they said a lot about the toothbrush too, because that toothbrush is antibacterial because of those bristles. And they're they're dipped in 99.9% pure gold. And it's good to be able to, if you don't know how to read about the product, when you click on the product, always expand the page. My page was already expanded, but always expand the page because it could be closed. And read about your products. Get to know your products so you know what to share. Key points that gets people. There we go. Let me expand it. I just expanded it. And see, I see more. Contains 99.9% pure gold powder on those bristles, which makes it a perfect antibacterial bristles. And there's an even closer look at them. That is so awesome. definitely. And sometimes I have people to look at the bristles in the sunlight, and you'll see them glittering in the sunlight. You know, Adam is proud of just share and know how to brag, know how to share. That's the best thing to get people excited is your experience, your experience. And speaking of your experience, we know a part of the compensation plan, which is PVs. We have one awesome program right here, promotion, and it has the best of the best in there, definitely. And this, you for you know for around $200, you get 200,000 PVs. 200,000 PVs. See, this certain package right here, this combination normally would only come up to be 123. So you're getting, what's that? Well, it's an extra 77,000 PVs. Yeah, an extra 77,000 PVs. That's awesome, especially when you're talking about, catching out. And remember what we went over last week that if you bought this package, that when you get ready to cash out, those that 77,000 will go towards that weak side, and you can cash out, and it will still help you to advance towards the next level of getting paid. Now, the information which I'm sharing comes through the business training. But right now, we're talking about the mall. So there's a lot of good deals um, as far as Atomy. Atomy products are absolute. Most people, when I ask them how much the toothbrush costs, most of them on average say $20 for one, $20. So they're very surprised in which I say, well, in our community, we get what? 8 of them for $12. 8 of them. We want to share the good news about this mall. We want to share the good news about the beauty, which is awesome skincare. Uh, awesome skincare. For the young and the old. For the young. You got young people, 12, 13, 14, 15, that are using skincare. And, you know, in our, there have been, now we do have sets that are for sensitive skin, but we've had people with sensitive skin to use the regular sets and nothing happened. So that's pretty cool there. And they make great gifts. For example, they make beautiful gifts. For example, like the Synergy Ampule. Isn't that a beautiful gift right there for some, you know, for a spouse or a girlfriend? Beautiful. Oh yeah, definitely. One of these products has real gold in it, which is this one here. Has real gold. We got products that they use real gold a lot, in quite a few of their products. Um, they have a mask that has real gold in there. But the only way you know is that you do some exploring. Explore. Look at that, 24 karat infusion, 24 karat gold infusion, and this particular one right here. Wow, that's incredible. And like I say, there are other things in which we have go, but if you don't explore, you won't know. Um, let me go back to what I said at the beginning. I was using the Him, the toothbrush, and the toothpaste. And about, 35, 40 days, 35 or 40 days out from me using the product, a friend of mine, I met with him over at the mall, and he would ask me, "Have you tried the sheets?" And I'm like, "What sheets?" "The laundry sheets." And this is what he was talking about. I haven't even thought about using anything outside of the toothbrush, toothpaste, or even, I mean, the health products I probably would have ordered more of, but I wasn't thinking about the skincare. I wasn't thinking about, the living. I wasn't thinking about the food. I wasn't thinking about it. But when he opened my eyes, I mean, as a guy, and as a guy coming to me, talking to me, how he liked the sheets, that was pretty interesting. I'm like, well, I got to try it. That was like one brother talking to another brother. Yo, brother, you need to try this out. And so that opened my eyes to really uh, start looking at adding me other products. I was telling Florence earlier today that you know me. I have a habit of every day looking at searching YouTube as far as learning more and more and more about these products. About these products. So therefore, and when you understand about these products, you know how to use them. You don't have to wait for a doctor or whatever. You know how to use them when you understand. There's a great video out there on the dishwashing liquid, and and this young lady, she takes this concentrated bottle and she just make all kind of products with this bottle, you know, of dishwashing liquid. So all kind of different type of cleaners and air freshener, whatever. She does it with this dishwashing liquid, and most of the time she using it. She said, "Oh, just add a tablespoon of this and a tablespoon of that. It might be three items. It might be two items." There's there's a young lady that has a cleaning business. She does turnkey, and she said, and what turnkey is, you go in like somebody uh, have move out of the apartment. Well, you need somebody to go in there and clean it and make everything look new, clean everything, and you could do that with a house too. Make everything look new, turnkey, turning it over. But she used this and the let me see, what was that other one that she used? She combined that and O2 bubble power. And she says she can clean anything when she's doing the turnkey, and everything is all natural. Definitely, it's natural. So you're talking about industrial cleaning, and so it's important to get to know the Atomy product, and because I know the Atomy products, I um, I use them around my house because I know their purpose and I know how to use them. And I hope that makes sense. I know how to use them. A matter of fact, what I'm going to do is to really bring it on home with that. Trying to look for that particular testimony. Let me see. Go to. I'm gonna look for that particular YouTube um, video on the dishwashing liquid. Um, Academy dish detergent demo. So you don't have to wait on the upline, especially if you're new. You want to search out, see all these videos about that dishwashing liquid, or different ones. I'm looking for the one that this young lady, she does a great job. Do, 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 do. Need everything you need to know. Okay. Now give me just a minute. See, I know which one. I know which one I want. There it is, right there. Now this is awesome. This is a good example of now a lot of the videos that I just passed. I have watched. I have watched several different types of videos on the dishwashing liquid, and this is what we do. Okay.
Enemies dish soap. It's quite amazing because I've actually been able to replace a lot of products around our home because of this dish soap, believe it or not. It is naturally derived, from plants. It is hypoallergenic. It's so good for your hands because it doesn't dry out your hands like other, brands. And it also contains calamansi fruit. It's kind of like a lime. Calamansi actually contains 30 times more vitamin C than lemons. So that's why it's so good for your hands. And it's so concentrated, so it's so powerful. You don't actually need that much to use each time you're cleaning your dishes or whatever that you're using it for. So I'm just going to quickly show you a few different ways that I'm using it now. I used to actually buy this fruit and vegetable spray that was like $6, and I don't buy that anymore because I just use this now to wash all my fruits and vegetables. I even reuse like an old shampoo bottle. Back then you could get labels from your orders and you can label other bottles with the dish detergent name there, but now you can't. They don't come with them anymore, but that's fine. But I grabbed an old bottle that I finished and I just fill it up with dish soap now. I used to buy these too. They were like $4 or $5 a bottle, depending on where you get them from. These are all-purpose sprays, and I'm going to show you in a sec how you can make your own with the dish soap, but I don't buy them anymore. I make insecticides, like natural insecticides with the dish soap now. I make disinfecting wipes. I've even made floor cleaners, tile cleaners, granite top, cleaners, stove cleaners, anything you can think of. Did I already mention my car? I wash my car with it. I've even cleaned the stucco outside my house with this soap. So it's actually so powerful, but so gentle on everything. So it's truly amazing. But why don't we just get started with making, let's make some disinfecting wipes first.
Now notice the list of things that she just mentioned. That's a lot. That's a lot. And see, on here, she teaches you how to make quite a few of them, of the products that she's talking about. That's why she has those bottles. My daughter, she ordered 3 bottles of this dishwashing liquid. Cause she said she wanted enough to last her a whole year. Just 3 bottles, indeed. And but she ordered like 5 packs of the toothpaste. But she ordered 3 bottles. But she also know how to break it down and make those 3 bottles last. So you could do it too and save money. You're saving money. You're saving money. And so you have the opportunity to make money too and save money. So, if you're interested in making money, get back with the person that signed you up as a consumer. But if not, continue to be a great consumer and educate yourself. And sometimes certain things is just a phone call away that somebody might know as far as helping you with a certain product. So, okay, now let's see how break it down. And this is you breaking it down. I'm telling you, it saves you money.
So I'm just going to show you how this looks. So you just open this out like that and peel off the top. Oh, just like that. So this product is actually FDA approved too. So that means you can safely consume it, but it's not going to taste very good. So when you are making disinfecting wipes, I prefer to use isopropyl alcohol. So this one is 99%, and the reason why I bought 99% is so that it's easier to do the calculations, because in order to make a disinfecting product with isopropyl alcohol, you do want to mix it so that it's about 70% alcohol. Because if it's more or less, it won't work for things like bacteria and viruses and things like that. So it's good to try to mix it to about 70% alcohol. So for this one, I'm going to make 70% alcohol. So I have a beaker here. So what I'm going to do first is put in my alcohol. So this is a cookie jar that I had. I don't use it anymore, but when the lid is closed, it's sealed. So that's what you want to get, is some sort of container that can seal, but easy enough for you to open to grab your wipes. And another thing I use too are paper towels, and I use this Bounty one here. And I'll show you in a sec how that's done. So anyways, I'm going to pour in my alcohol first so I can measure and make sure that it is the right amount before I add my water. So I'm going to make about 500 milliliters of liquid for this jar. So if it's 500 milliliters, I'm going to put 350 milliliters of alcohol in here. And these bottles of alcohol are actually quite inexpensive. So that's why I've been making my own wipes. Before, I used to make my own wipes with reusable towels, like little baby face cloths. But over the years, I've misplaced and lost a lot of them, so I don't have enough now to use those ones. So that's why I use paper towels now. I'm just gonna put a little bit more in, so it's 350. There we go. So there's 350 milliliter of water there, and then I'm just, alcohol, and then I'm just gonna add water now. There we go. So I already pre-mixed that. So in this, I will use about just a teaspoon of dish soap. And the reason why I add dish soap to my disinfecting wipes is it's good to have a little bit of soap in your mixture, because it'll actually help break up some of the oils that you might be cleaning. It'll help kind of break through some of that. And I heard that also it's good for some of those bacteria and viruses too. Some soaps can break through their, I don't know, membrane or something. But I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. But I've been making this exact formula for over 3 years now, and it's been working fine. We've used it around, the counter when we've had meat and things like that on it. So that's why I know this works, at least for us. So that's done there. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is cut this down to size, because obviously that doesn't fit the jar, right? I'm just gonna quickly cut it. And I do suggest using if you have a sharp knife that's straight edge like that, use a straight edge. But if you don't, use a serrated one. But the serrated one is going to just create like a crazy, I don't know, paper towel storm for you, and there's gonna be pieces everywhere. So I prefer using a straight edge. But if you don't have one, just use a serrated knife. So I'm just gonna eyeball it. So I'm just gonna cut it around there, about halfway. It's a really sharp knife. So now you're just gonna remove the center. Just kind of push it down and then just pull it out like that. And then if the paper towel is too thick, it might not go in. So what I've been doing with this, because these paper towel rolls are quite big, I'm just removing a bit. Let's see how that works now. I'm gonna have to do this a couple times. There you go. Kind of open it up a bit, and then I actually pull it up from the center like that so that it can dispense. And then just gonna give this a quick mix. So all the dish soap has melted into the solution. I'm just gonna pour this. That's it, and now it's going to spread and then soak up the whole roll. And then you just leave it for a couple minutes and then it'll be ready to use. And then every time you need one, just open the lid and then just pull one out. That's it. And then after you're done, you can just throw them into the compost because it's paper towel and it's biodegradable. So there you go, your disinfecting wipes. And again, like I said, I've been making this for over 3 years now and it works so well. If you don't have a cookie jar, I've been saving these too. These work a little bit better for the fat paper rolls that I had. You can just pull the lid off of these ones like that. There's still some in there, so I can't use it yet, but they also make great dispensers too. If you don't have a cookie jar or something to use, I'll show you how to make the all-purpose spray. So these are great. I mean, these bottles, you just twist the top off like that, and I've already filled it with water, so I don't have to measure. That's all I do. I just open these up like this. And then I just pour the water inside, so I don't have to figure out how much to mix, how much water I need to mix in for each bottle. Oh, see. So these bottles are just a smidge under 1 liter each. So there's approximately close to 2 liters of liquid in here. And so for 2 liters of liquid, I mix in about 1 tablespoon of soap. That's it. Just gonna clean that. And then also to note, you want to add all your liquids into your container first and then the dish soap last. The reason is if you put the dish soap in first and it's sitting at the bottom and then you're pouring liquids over it, you're gonna create a huge bubble bath in your bowls and things like that, and you don't want that. It'll be really hard for you to actually, put your liquid into your bottles afterwards with all that foam. So some people like to add essential oils here. If your all-purpose spray is meant for something that needs some sort of disinfectant, you could add some sort of essential oil that disinfects, but I don't like to use essential oils in these types of sprays anymore because I'm starting to find that some essential oils leave some sort of stain or some sort of odor over time, and so, or streaks too, so that's why I don't use it anymore. This has actually just been enough for what we need, so we don't need the extra smell or disinfecting property from essential oils. This has been perfectly fine. So that's it, just a little stir like that, and then just pour it back into the bottle. And then afterwards, you can check to make sure everything's going well by just spraying back into your container if you want. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually quite sudsy, even though I only put in basically half a tablespoon in each bottle, but it creates a lot of bubbles already. So yeah, you can just check your products like that too, by giving it a little spray and see if it works for you. But yeah, like I said, I've used this so many different ways, so if you have a chance to buy this dish soap, please just have some fun with it. Make up some products and see if you can actually replace a lot of yours, because I haven't actually bought that many products anymore over the years because of this dish soap, so. And from what you can see, I only use like 2 tablespoons of soap for 2 of these bottles and also disinfecting wipes. So I didn't actually have to use that much. So that's why, if you can imagine how far this can stretch, it can last you a really long time. But if you are just using it for, washing your dishes, then obviously you'll use it a bit faster. But then again, this product is such an amazing miracle product. So I do highly recommend you give this product a try if you haven't done so yet. And yeah, and just keep in mind that you can actually use this for more than just your dishes. But anyways, let me know down below if you've actually tried this any other way. And yeah, I would love to hear from you, because there's so many different ways that people have been using this, and I'm learning all the time. So I would love to hear how you're using it, if you're using it one of the ways that I haven't actually mentioned in this video. Anyways, have an awesome day, and I'll see you again in my next video.
That was awesome. That was awesome. Do anybody have any question or any testimonies on the dishwashing liquid, on the dish detergent? Any question? She mentioned. Go ahead on.
Yeah, I have a testimony about the dish detergent. I had used it. I was washing my fruits. I washed some apples and some bell peppers off in there. And I mean, it's just shine. I didn't even want to eat it. I just wanted to sit there on the dish because it just shine and make it smooth too. But and I use it to clean it, but I love it when I wash my fruits with it. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. See, simple things in life. And there are products that out there that you can buy, that you can spend more money on, that will clean your fruits and vegetables. But why? You don't need to run to the store and buy nothing extra. Now, remember when she mentioned about it bubbling up? We've had testimony of people using the dishwasher liquid as bubble bath. And one of our doctors said, well, it's okay because of the nutrients that's in there. It's plant based, so it has those plant enzymes that are in there. That helps your skin and that absorbs it into your body, and that boosts your immune system. That's incredible. And sometimes it's good to, let's say, maybe study the ingredients, and you'll know what this product can do. That's what I did with the toothpaste. I studied. I looked up, propolis, what all propolis does, and da da da, and this, and hey, we started using the toothpaste on, on skin rashes. We started using it on fungus areas. We got different testimonies. Why? Because the ingredients are so, let's say, bona fide. It's so solid, absolute quality. It has that green tea. I've heard of other toothpaste that have propolis in there, and that cost more than our toothpaste. Some of those toothpastes will cost you like $20 because of that propolis. But as for a testimony, ain't nobody running around like we run around talking about the toothpaste. On burns, on sores. One lady said she had a sore on her leg that the doctor them just said, hey, we can't do nothing else about it. And for about 2 or 3 years. But then a good neighbor from Academy, it's good to have a good neighbor that's in Academy, because they're going to bring you some toothpaste and say, put that toothpaste on that sore. And she put the toothpaste, and then within 24 hours, that thing was, it was clearing up, and in 48 hours, it was good. I believe it took about 2 or 3 days, and it was gone. No more than 3 days. Awesome testimony, definitely. So, and remember that we just give the body what it needs. We just guilty, and the body heals itself. And the skincare has nanotechnology in there that moves through. It has like it's coded to move through to go to troubled areas, to move through your skin. That's pretty interesting. Nanotechnology. They're using nanotechnology in a lot of things these days, and but it's nothing to fear. It's something to embrace. So that's so all the Atomy products. I mean the food. When you're talking about the food, okay, uh, the foods are great. Let me go back. Let me go back to the site here for a second. Here, can I get back to the site? Is that the right one? Oh, must be the other one. And let me
Bye.
do this. Okay, bye bye. Let me get back to the site because I want to show you something about the foods. And like I say, we try to share information, but when you explore information, let's go here to the food. Okay, see the first thing that pops up, that Manuka honey, that's on the food right there. But there are so uh, so many testimonies outside of it tastes good on toast or whatever, and good in tea, whatever. But we have a lot of, let's say, testimonies as far as skin is concerned, as far as helping to save someone from getting their foot cut off. Oh yeah, definitely. Foot begin to heal. I mean, just an open wound, and doctors say we got to cut it off. You know, and they use that Atomy Manuka honey, and this Manuka honey, like I say, they believe in absolute quality. This is a what they call a super premium. Super premium. Let me stroll down. And this Manuka honey, if you're diabetic, you can have this Manuka honey because of what they call the glycemic level is different from that white sugar that you use. See, this is low glycemia. Stevia, low glycemia. What else? Monk fruit, low glycemic level. Um, but see, there it is. You got general, premium, extra premium, but this one is super premium. Super, super premium. Definitely off the chain. Atomy give you the best. And definitely. And a lot of products are, you have different type of certification that goes along with it. And, which is a good thing. And now you heard the young lady say FDA approved. That's over in South Korea. It's FDA approved. They have a different system here in the U.S. as far as FDA is concerned. Definitely. So, any questions so far? Okay. We need to get out there and share this mall. And we need to share our experience with this mall. But in order to share your experience with this mall, you need to explore. You need to, uh, talk about some things. You got the coffee, you got the pure tea, which helps as far as losing weight is concerned. But that pure tea, is a very expensive tea, and it's a very now Atomy has it for a reasonable price and everything. That's what you call an absolute price. But there's a lot behind this tea right here. So you might want to do your research as far as this tea is concerned. Okay. All righty then. I'm going to switch gears here and bring something up that we need to take advantage of. Um, First, what I need now, is there anybody here that was, let's say, on the Zoom last Thursday? Anybody that was on the Zoom last Thursday? You can unmute your
Ye-
mic.
Yeah, I
It's
was there.
shit. Okay. How was it last Thursday?
It was great. I mean, I like the way she detailed a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Is that what the young lady that was? I don't know who the young lady was,
Right, right.
but
And what I
she,
want to do, because I have something to share, and I'm glad you enjoyed that for last week. I want to kind of play like the background because I have something to present to you guys, before we leave on this evening. But yes, that was Dr. Princess, and I'm glad you got a lot out of it. Yeah, thank you, Nathan. So for those of you that don't know Dr. Princess, I just want to share the intro that I did so that you can know, because there's something I want to share on tonight that can help benefit, you and your group. Okay, so let me bring this up. Just want to share this about Dr. Princess. Please allow me a moment to introduce our presenter for this evening. Is Dr. Princess Robinson Humphrey, MD. Dr. Princess Robinson Humphrey is a daughter of the Oakwood University Church and North Alabama community. She is blessed to be the result of Christian education from first grade all the way through medical school, and therefore would not be who she is today without godly parents and the Oakwood University Church community. She completed her undergraduate degree at Oakwood University and went on to complete Loma Linda University School of Medicine. After completing an internship in general surgery, she returned home to Huntsville and completed her residency at UAB Huntsville Family Medicine. She is blessed to be the mother of 4 amazing children: Solomon, Princess Joelle, Prince Shiloh, and Queenly. They are truly the joy of her life. She has 24 years as a physician and has been on the cutting edge of the field of wellness medicine and integrative care since prior to attending residency. She loves God, her closest family and friends, and people in general. Her life has been one of service, commitment, and courage, both personally and professionally. Over the last decade, she has served as a medical director in various capacities and currently works both in Madison at the premier wellness facility in our area part-time. She has also been the medical director of the Oakwood University Church Clinic since 2020. She is looking forward to implementing innovative ways to empower our church, our city, and our sphere of influences to live longer and healthier lives. One of her favorite Bible chapters is Psalm 103. God promises healing of all of our diseases and restoration of youth for those who take hold of these promises. She believes that she is simply student and helper of the true healer and master physician, Jesus. And now, our speaker, Dr. Princess Robinson Humphrey, MD. Thank you. Okay. I wanted to play that is because uh, we made a little announcement on last Thursday, which is she's going to be doing a a health coaching class in which you can be a certified health coach. Now there are some organizations out there that pay good money for health coaching. Now, not only she's doing this, let's say, for several reasons. One, to support the community. So we need people that know what they're talking about, know what they're doing. But also, those that are on here, they're the recruiters. Think of it also as a recruiting tool. Okay. The reason why I say that, this it's going to be an 8-week class, and it's only going to be done like 1 hour on Sunday, probably between 6 and 7. Okay. But 1 hour on Sunday, and the class is $500. Now, you might say, well, how can I use this as a recruiting? Well, number one is that if you're in Atomy, you get $100 off, which breaks it down to just $3.99. If you research any other health institute that's certifying health coaches, you're going to find them between $3,000 to $5,000. $3,000 to $5,000. I know I did the research before. And with this, like I say, it said become a certified health and wellness coach. Oh, let me go back so that this can stick. Understand this. You can always, if you're recruiting somebody, you can let them know. Like I say again, they can get $100 off, because in order for you to get that $100 off, they need to be signed up before they register. Okay, before they register, they need to be signed up by you, not by her, but by you. During the program, she's gonna support. That's what Atomy Products being a tool. One of the things that we use and everything. And if you look down here, this is going to be interesting. Like right along in here, it says 8-week certification program. And there's going to be a in-person graduation certification ceremony. That will be huge. So we want enough people that we can have the ceremony. And she wants to do it here in Atlanta at our Atomy Center. Okay. And remember, right here it says exclusive discount for active team members. Okay. And notice right here, it said program highlights. It's going to highlight having multiple streams of income. Look at that. Oh yeah, definitely. So that's going to help us out. So, you don't have to be, let's say, in her downline or whatever. Okay. All right. She's helping the community with this. There might be dentists out there, chiropractors out there that are caregivers that want to be health coach. This would be good. If you're a caregiver, and you can say I'm a certified health coach. If you're a nurse or nurse practitioner or a dentist or a chiropractor, I see we got that word dentist on there twice. Okay, cool. And but because I know a chiropractor that's going to be that said that they're probably going to take the class. So you might want to take it, but don't just you come and take this class. Like I said, it's only going to be 1 hour a week for 8 weeks, and then you take a test, pass the test, boom, there it is. Yeah. Led by a holistic and integrated care physician, with over 20 years of experience. Step into your next level of impact. We'll be talking about this again. A lot of you on here, y'all know my number. if y'all need more information. We're gonna have a form probably on this Thursday so that people can a registration form. We're gonna get that together. But this is coming. If probably classes probably start maybe mid next month at some point. We want to get everybody a chance to get the word. And if you need some information to share with others, I can get this flyer to you, easily. Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions at this time? No questions at this time. All I gotta say is, you know, what's the main thing with that we learned tonight? You got to share that mall, and you got to explore the mall. Um, I use the I use the evening care for I use the skincare. hmm I mean, hey, you know, I didn't. I never thought of sitting in front of a mirror using skincare. I thought that was a girly thing. Yeah, but men got skin too. Men want their skin to look good. Yes, indeed. I'm trying to anti-age my skin. I'm trying to hold on to my Billy D. You know what I mean? Definitely. Be 80 years old, say, oh, he don't look no more than 65. That's right. That's right. And feeling right too, from the inside and out, mentally, physically, spiritually, and financially. You walking around with that big bank, the big Academy roll, passive income, $100,000 a month. Yeah. Okay, but I say no more. Okay. Before we leave, would anybody want to share a comment or ask a question?
I like to share today. About a week ago, I was introducing the toothpaste to a young man, and he said, "Well, I need to know more about the toothpaste." So he came by today, and I was telling him about the toothpaste, and I started telling him about the company and the CEO, and he said, "You're so excited about this stuff. What is this stuff all about?" So I said, "Okay, let me show you." So I pull it up on my phone. And I begin to show him, and then I begin to tell him about the uh, the levels that we have. And I said, and you can go all the way to Imperial Master. When you get to Imperial Master, you get that big tray of money come out to you. He said, "What? They give me that much money?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Where could I sign up?" I said, "I can sign you up." He says, "Is it a charge?" I said, "No, it's no charge. Everything is free." I said, "You'll have your own shopping mall. You could change everything in your house." He said, "Wow, that sounds great." He said, "How much is the toothpaste again?" I say, "It's $10." He said, $10? This is the most I ever spend for a toothpaste. I said, "Yeah, and that toothpaste do more for you than any toothpaste you ever use." I say you get gum disease, you get burns, you get eczema, you get bleeding gum, whatever you got, you can wash your face with it. And he said, "Wash my face?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, I'm gonna try that. Give me one of those toothpastes." So I give it to him. He said, "I'm gonna let you know how I done. I'm gonna take this expensive toothpaste and I'm gonna tell everybody this is expensive toothpaste. You better get you some." So he's gonna be signed up probably tomorrow.
Mhm.
Yes. So he said, "You so excited. There must be something good about this company." I said, "Yes, it is. One of the best company going."
Now, Shuri.
Uh-huh.
Now you got to show him how to shop in that mall.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you know what he's going to find out?
Uh-huh.
That toothpaste is not expensive.
That's right. I say it get many functions. And none of your toothpaste you use get as much functions
Yeah,
and healing process in those. I say you
yeah.
try it and let me know.
He's gonna be happy to buy that 5 pack for $22.
I'm quite
He's
sure
gonna
he
be
is. 'Cause
happy.
he was
He,
He was excited over one.
I know it. I know it. I know it. Oh, you got him. You got him with the toothpaste. Okay.
Pastor, did she make sure you get the toothbrush too?
Yes,
With that,
I gave him a toothbrush
with
for
that
free.
clock.
I said the toothbrush is a gift.
Okay, I know.
99% gold on the bristles. It's a gift. He said, it's a gift. I don't have to pay for that. I said, no, it's a gift for you buying the toothpaste.
That's all right. That's good.
See, he got a good value there. But the toothpaste and the toothbrush, he got a good
Huh?
value.
Mm-hmm.
Right. For $10, yeah, he got a good value.
Yeah, he said, you gonna give me this for $10? I don't have to pay for the toothbrush. I said, no,
Right.
I just want you to get on the shopping mall and order your own. But it's a gift.
Because of the quality of the toothbrush, like I say, on the average, people say they would pay $20 for one of those toothbrushes. $20. You
Great.
know.
That's great.
Right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Uh, hello, Dr. Driver. You have anything you want to say? I see you popping in there. Good to hear your voice and everything.
I was listening to the young lady sharing. I thought that was good. I got some things in the making with my different clients that I have been talking with, and I'm waiting now to see and hear their testimonies. That's why I
Oh,
haven't been speaking yet, because I had a cancer client. He's stage 4, and I just got around to um, talking with him, and I gave him some samples. I've been giving them samples,
mhm.
and so now I'm waiting to get feedback to see if they want to join. Last week I signed up quite a few. That was good. And they was
Right.
telling me my uncle, he's going to be coming on sharing his testimony about the products. He lives in Queens, New York. He's a
Okay.
bishop. And I was sharing with him about my company. And upon me sharing with him, he was telling me about his health issues with the sciatic pain in his back. And he asked me what would be good for it. And so I, of course, told him about the hemoheme and the noni and the ethereal patch.
Right.
And so he wanted to order. He asked me how could he get it, and I explained to him um, about he would have to, become a member. And so I said, you don't have to buy a membership. You don't have to pay to join. And so he was really excited about what I was sharing with him. So he joined, and then he ordered. He wanted to order this stuff because he wanted to see if that would help him compared to what he was taking. He was taking like Advil and uh, other things that I guess he was getting from his doctor. I don't know for sure if he was going to a doctor, but when I started sharing with him and telling him about these Atomy products, and um, he got them last week, and so he got them that Tuesday. He ordered the hemoheme, he ordered the noni juice, he ordered the probiotics, he ordered the vitamin C, and the ethereal patches.
Right.
And so he called me this Friday past, and he
Hey,
was telling
man.
me he was
Hello.
telling he was
Yeah, what's
telling
going on, bro?
Okay. Somebody need to mute there. Well, I apologize. Let me let me go over here and do a little clicky on that one. Okay, I took care of it, Dr. Driver.
and so he was telling me how good his body felt.
Okay.
And he said that he had done got back out there. He said he was walking 3 miles now. Um
Wow.
and he said he could really feel the difference And he didn't have the pain that he was once experiencing. He wasn't experiencing. He could feel it a little bit when he sit, but he says it takes time. I said because everybody's body is different. He says, but the hemoheme and the noni juice, it is really energizing him and just giving him energy to do what he do. He said in other words, he really loved these products. He said he's going to start telling others about it. So I told him I wanted him to come on and give his testimony, and he will be doing that. He's going to be. He loves what he's hearing about this company. He loves the products. My uncle he's a good looking man. That's my mother's old. He's next to my mother, but
Okay.
anyway, he looks well, and he is very excited about finding out about this company. So I was glad of that. And then I had another young lady. She she works at this liquor store where she stands all day. I've been knowing her for years. And she's slowing down. Her bones is getting stiff because she doesn't, exercise. And now she's going to therapy, and she can hardly walk. And so I had approached her some months back about the products and how it could help her, but she wasn't really interested. And so when I went to see her last week, she can hardly move, but she's got to work. She has a family, and so I really honed in on the products to her. So I finally got her to try the hemoheme while she was at work. And of course, everybody thinks it's just an awful taste. Some people, some people like myself, I just drink it like it's water. But everybody got their opinion of it, and they think it's just a terrible taste. But she did get it in her. She did take it because I was right there, and I wanted to make sure she'd take it. But she tried to drink a gallon of water after she took it. But anyway, she took that, and she took the noni juice. I made sure she took both of those. And so I stayed with her, just talking with her for about an hour because she was on her lunch. She was on her lunch break.
Okay.
And when she got through with the lunch, I left because she had to go back to work. But she called me that evening, and she said, she says, I can really feel a difference in my right knee because that's where a lot of her pain was at. And so I went to see her on Saturday, and I noticed that she was walking much better. She says, I feel better, but I still haven't got her to sign up yet. So that's my next step. But just giving my testimony and sharing about these products is really what convinced her, like they do most of the people that I meet. I talk about these products, and I give my testimony. And I guess it's in the way I be giving my testimony, they get excited and they want to join. I had a gentleman here that lives in my community, and I've never seen him out of his car, but I happened to be coming in, and he noticed me and he stopped, but he was kind of leaning. He's an older gentleman. He was leaning a lot, and I said, "How you feeling?" And he said, "I'm having my days." I said, "Well, come up here for a minute. I want to share something with you." And so I brought him in the house, and I brought out my products, and he was just eating up everything I was sharing with him. And so I gave him the hemoheme. He wanted two. I gave him 2 packs. He was drinking it like it was water. He wasn't even complaining. And then
Oh,
I gave him the noni juice, and he was drinking that. And he was just thirsty for this stuff. And so I had picked. fixed him up I fixed him up a sample packet. And before he left, he wanted to take the vitamin C, and I signed him up. And whenever he did leave, he said, "I'm feeling so much better," and he was walking better. He says, "Now, when the first of the month come, I'm gonna, I want you to order this stuff for me." I says, "Well, you got it." And he was telling me about the friend with the cancer. So he says, "I got a friend that lives in the high rise that I live in. He has cancer, prostate cancer." He said, "Can you please come and share this with him and give him some of this?" I said, "I most certainly can." So I haven't gotten to him yet because he didn't come by Saturday. I don't know if he got tied up and had to go to work or what. But he's gonna come and get me. He's gonna come, and I'm gonna take him to where they live at so that I can meet this person. I said, "Well, we need to get to him as soon as we can." He said, "Yeah, I know." He said, "That's why I'm glad that you invited me in, and this is my first time of taking this stuff." He says, "But I feel a difference already." So last week was a busy week for me, and I just thank God for it because these products are just wonderful to be putting in our bodies, and the transformation that you're getting from this. I always knew that this was a God sent. And so I'm thankful. I'm really thankful. And I don't be looking for these people. I just say that it's God putting these people in my path. Um, and the results are becoming phenomenal. So that's my take, and that's my sharing. And thank you for letting me share. And I will be giving results and having them come on and share their testimony as time go on. Thank you, Pastor Stozier.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Dr. Driver. Definitely that's a compassionate healthcare provider right there. And we all need to continue to go forward with compassion and with faith, with great faith, with great faith. And I was talking to Sharon Rose Master Lynn Ryan, and we talked about, we said, yeah, in anatomy, you gotta have whole term, whole term faith, and you know, not not limited term. A lot of times you hear somebody say in insurance, you got that short term insurance that run out, you know, but you got that whole life that lasts for life. You got to have that that whole life faith in adamant. Okay, and things can happen. Things can happen. Physically, financially, even spiritually, because we got great people with great spirits. But we want everybody. You got to have great faith through it all and believe and be open to receive from the invisible to the visible. So, okay, it's about 9:24. We're gonna get ready to say good night. Everything's been all right. All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out on this evening. Out of me. You can unmute your mic and say good night. Good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night. Thank
Good
you.
night, everyone.
Good night.
Good
Good
night,
night,
everyone.
everyone. Good night.
night, man. Good night.
Aja,
Good,
Aja,
good
Aja.
night, everyone. God bless.
Aja.
Good night.
Ja, ja, ja.
Indeed.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful thing. Alrighty then. Do 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 do. Good night, Ted.
Good
Thank you
night.
for dropping
Thank you
by.
very much.
Okay. Good night, CJ.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night, Pastor. Good night, Florence.
Definitely. Yes, indeed. Good night. All right. Good night, Emma. I can't see everybody. I guess because my gallery view. Let's see. Start meeting summary. Well, down to 9. Bye bye, everybody.